No, ma'am. I'll.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Just get up at your place.
All rise for the honorable case of Envy, the green-eyed monster. Before we start, it is traditional to show respect to our nation and its values. Therefore, are asked to stand for the national anthem. Please join your hands for the prayer.
Almighty God, thank you for this lovely morning. The day has begun and we seek on us your blessings. Guard us through this day in all we do and all we say. Almighty God, we ask our school would be a place of great discovery and creativity. Grant us in all our duties your help. Make it be a place where we love to learn and where we learn to love. Bless all those who care for us at school and at home. Such as is my life and you I dedicate to thee today. Thank you, Lord.
Please be seated. I now invite Abdus and Aisha for the Quran recitation and translation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب من شر نفاسات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد صدق الله العظيم.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. O Prophet, I seek refuge in the Lord of the daybreak, and from the evil of whatever He has created, and from the evil of the night when it grows dark, from the evil of those witches casting spells by blowing into knots, from the evil of an envier when they envy.
Before we begin, the court calls for a moment of reflection on today's guiding thought, given by Avreen, Dia, and Heather.
Please go ahead.
Blessed is he who has learned to admire but not envy, to follow but not imitate, to praise but not flatter, and to lead but not manipulate. I repeat, blessed is he who has learned to admire but not envy, to follow but not imitate, to praise but not flatter, and to lead but not manipulate. By William Arthur Ward.
طبعا لمن التعليم أن اليجيب لا أن اليسد وأن اليتبي لا أن اليكالد وأن يمدى لا أن يتملق وأن يقود لا أن اليتليب.
Vériguer est celui qui a appris à admirer, mais pas à envier, à suivre, mais pas à imiter, à louer, mais pas à flatter, à diriger, mais pas à manipuler.
Let's keep this in mind as we consider the case before us. Today, this court has gathered to hear the charges against the defendant, Envy, who stands accused of creating negative feelings, causing trouble, and stealing people's happiness. Envy, how do you plead?
I plead not guilty, Your Honor. Without me, people wouldn't try to improve themselves. I just show what they're missing in life.
We will hear testimonies from the victims of envy to decide if you really help or harm others. Let the first witness come forward. I repeat, let the first witness come forward.
State your name and your connection with the defendant, please.
My name is Parshiv. I am a student. I met Envy when I saw my friends getting higher grades than me. And instead of being happy for them, Envy just made me think about cheating, just to keep up.
Objection, Your Honor. Isn't it true, witness, that envy pushed you to try harder? Didn't you feel the desire to improve?
No, in actuality, instead of pushing me to work harder, Envy just made me feel bitter and insecure. It hurt my relationships and my confidence.
Thank you, witness. You may return to your seat. Bring in the next witness.
State your name and your relationship with Envy.
I'm Arav. I met Envy when I became obsessed with social media popularity. I envied my friends who seemed to have everything. Envy made me resentful and lonely, pushing me away from real friends.
Didn't envy help you to see what you truly wanted? Maybe if you'd followed envy's advice, you would have been more popular too.
No, Your Honor. Envy only isolated me from my true friends. Instead of inspiring me, it trapped me in a cycle of comparing myself to others.
Thank you, witness. You may return to your seat.
Before we continue, this court will now take a short break. During this time, we will hear the important updates from today's news.
International news. World Health Organization calls for full access to deliver aid in Gaza. The World Health Organization seeks systematic access to Gaza to deliver crucial aid after a truce begins. The conflict has severely damaged Gaza's health infrastructure. Wildfires devastate Los Angeles. Thousands are evacuated. Wildfires in Los Angeles have destroyed over 14,000 structures and claimed 27 lives, forcing thousands to flee. India approves of 1 million tons of sugar exports. India will export 1 million tons of sugar to manage surplus and stabilize prices despite low production in key states.
Abu Dhabi banks junk food. Abu Dhabi sets strict rules for healthy eating habits in school canteens. External food delivery services are prohibited during school hours to ensure control over the nutritional value and safety of students' food. Adopt, don't buy. Russell Kim shelters host snow party for over 1,000 abandoned pets. The event is not just about having fun. It's about changing perceptions and encouraging responsible pet owners, said organizers. Dubai gold prices rise slightly. Dubai gold prices slightly up in early trade. All eyes on Trump's inaugural speech. Gold hits nearly a 1-month high last week following 3 sessions of gain.
Sports news. Melbourne Stars secure playoff spot in BBL. The 14 Big Bash League is nearing its, with the Melbourne Stars securing a playoff spot after defeating the Hobart Hurricanes, eliminating the Perth Scorchers. Glenn Maxwell has been crucial for the Stars, while Peter Cyril impressed with a 148 km per hour delivery. Upcoming finals are Hurricanes vs Sixers and Thunders vs Stars. Lewis Hamilton joins Ferrari. 7-time F1 champion Lewis Hamilton has joined Ferrari after leaving Mercedes. Ferrari hinted at his arrival with a cryptic post referencing his car number 44. Hamilton will test at Fiorano this week, with the car launch set for February 19 and pre-season testing starting February 26 in Bahrain. NFL playoffs. Kansas City Chiefs advance to their 7th straight AFC Championship after defeating the Texans 23-14. Travis Kelce starred with 117 yards and a touchdown.
School news. Packed in MCAT Critical Thinking Showcase, Minds in Motion. Packed Showcase will be on 10th to 11th February 2025. MCAT Critical Thinking Showcase. MCAT Showcase will be on 12th February 2025. Annual Examination. Annual examination for middle school will commence on February 20th, 2025. Battle of Code. Battle of Code has started on the 13th January 2025. The last day for the competition of Battle of Code is 24th January 2025. Thank you.
Thank you for the updates. The testimonies so far show us a troubling picture of envy's impact. However, we have one more witness, a character whose relationship with envy may reveal more. Call empathy to the stand.
State your name and your connection with the defendant, please.
I am empathy. I was once close to envy, but we went in different directions when envy chose a path of comparison, but I chose joy and connection.
Empathy. What effect do you believe envy has on people?
Envy leads people to feel unhappy and bitter. When we see others with empathy, we can appreciate their success without feeling less. Envy brings negative feelings, but I bring joy, self-acceptance and...
Your Honor, the world would be boring without envy. People need competition and comparison. Isn't that true?
Order in the court. Envy's lawyer, you have had your say. Let us continue to the verdict. Empathy, you may return to your seat.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ladies, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have heard the testimonies of those affected by envy. Now, by a show of hands, do you believe envy should leave?
The court has reached its verdict, envy. Based on the testimonies given and the jury's response, this court finds you guilty of causing unhappiness and stealing people's peace. You are sentenced to minds, to live only in the shadows of those who fail to value their own blessings.
Come on, envy. Over. You'll regret this. Without me, you'll truly never be driven.
Let envy's words serve as a reminder. True joy and motivation comes not from comparing others to ourselves, but from self-acceptance and gratitude. Now, let us welcome the singers of 6E to inspire us to be in the Hall of Fame by giving us a motivational message through a performance. Just go down the line.
You can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can win the world, you can win the war. You can touch a God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can be a clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. Some will call it magic, some will call it luck. But dedicate yourself and you can find yourself standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your you burn with the brightest flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. At no distance, you can run a mile. You can walk straight to hell with a smile. You can be a hero, just make a goal. You can do nothing, something to be broke. You can throw your hands up, you can throw your pride. You can move a mountain, you can cry. You can play your peace, bring you to you for your name. The day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the brightest flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the wall of the Hall of Fame.
Before we close this case, the students of grade 11 would like to talk about their experience in the Round Square service project that happened in Vietnam. May I call upon Vasudev Subramaniam, Tanish Lodha, and Aradhana Mishra.
No, you said no.
Hello. So we've just returned from what can only be described as the best experience of our lives. And my main goal to talk to you today is just to convey that you need to grab every single opportunity. You are in middle school right now, so when you enter high school, every single opportunity is going to provide you with a lot of merit. And when you grab it, when you go for it, like how we went for Round Square for 2 weeks without any teacher mentors and anything, when you grab it, you realize just how much you can grow. So to cover my experience, it was just incredible connecting with Vietnamese culture. And we did basket weaving, we did embroidery and other crafts. And overall, it was just really incredible. What about you?
Oh yeah, my highlights of the trip was making international friends from all over the world. Our community was a diverse bunch from people from Australia, New Zealand, Canada, UK, and so on. This has really helped my communication skills as I got to learn about new perspectives and different values and norms. I also unlocked my true strength and potential when completing these construction projects. This strength and potential was made better when the community cheered for me when I did some work.
Would you have any questions for us, Ms. Fatima Ma'am?
Thank you for that, Aradhna and Vasudev. Good morning, boys and girls. Morning, everybody. I do have questions for you. But before that, I want to ask the middle school, on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, and you don't have to shout out the answer, don't tell me. And this question is applicable to teachers as well. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate your confidence? So if I asked you, come up here on stage, that was a big yawn. I could almost see, after your thorax, I could see the rest of your organs as well. Big yawn. So how many of you are confident enough? So when I say, come up here and, we read the news. We missed out the most important global event that was happening last night. How many of you watched it? How many of you stayed up to watch it? And from there, how many of you remember what was said? Yes, come up. I like your hand went right up. Come. Run up to the stage. Go grab a mic and tell us what you heard. I hope you are going to talk about what I want to hear. Run up to the stage, run. Double up. And I'm wondering why that was missed out in the news. I mean, the world was watching to hear that. Yes.
Ma'am, Trump's presidency.
Trump is your friend.
No, Donald Trump's, he got...
Mr. Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, was sworn in.
Yeah, sworn in office.
Sworn into office, that is right. So what was his speech? What did his speech entail? What did he say? There's one thing he said. What? What do you expect him to say? World War III? Come on. Really? You think in a swearing-in speech he's going to say, now is going to be World War III? Really? Come on. I mean, how cynical, Ms. Venetia, your students are? What did he say? Yes, come up.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched half of it.
Sorry, come again. Make America great again. And he said it with so much pride. He said, he is sitting, thank you for that. You can get back to your place. He is sitting right in front of the ex-president of the United States. Who is that?
Biden.
And what is his party called?
Republican.
He belongs to the Democratic Party of the USA, right? So with all the Democrats and the ex-president, and here you have Donald Trump. I think he was the most challenged president ever in the history. He, without blinking an eyelid, he said, today is Liberation Day. Like as though before that there was no liberation. Look at the confidence that he had. If anything for me that stood out in his speech was, he believed in what he was doing, and he believed that the United States is the only country in the world that matters. I believe that for me, my country is all that matters. What do you believe, boys and girls? I don't want to name which country I come from. And many times I think, yes, we are in a very globalized setup. But that's what he spoke without batting an eyelid. Look at that confidence. So where is your confidence is on a scale of 1 to 10? Now, how do you develop that confidence? We go for matches, right? We go for events, pitch perfect competition. We go for the KS Varki, the elocution competition. Go for basketball, badminton, football, swimming. Where is our confidence level when we go for these events? Representing, and I was saying, NMS is the best school on this planet. What makes it best? Is it this infrastructure? It is each one of you and what is in you. How do you develop that? So to say that, I have two wonderful students who are with us, Ryan and Josh, come up on stage. And they've actually taken time off. And yesterday, Ryan met me. He's just come back from Umrah. When he was, doing a Zumrah, he sent a message saying, "Ma'am, NMS is in my thoughts. And I'm praying for our school." Can you believe that? And he is a Muay Thai, he's specializing in Muay Thai, but he's going to speak more about it. And he said, "Ma'am, I was hearing some of the 6th graders. Are the 6th graders here? And they were talking so passionately about football that it blew his mind." And then he said, "But how much of exposure do they have to this sport?" So he said, "Ma'am, in every middle school assembly, introduce one senior school student who is an athlete or into sports, so that becomes your role model." I said, "Let's begin with you then." So that's why we have Ryan here. So Ryan, over to you, and well, it's your 2 minutes to inspire and influence our students.
Good morning, everyone. Where's the energy? Did you guys not eat your breakfast? Good morning. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, so I see some students here with jerseys and everything. How many of you guys are athletes here? Are there? Raise your hands. Let's see. Okay. I expected a bit more. It's just 80%, yeah? Okay, how many of you guys are in the school team, NMS school team? Okay, fair number. That's nice, that's nice. Okay, so my name is Ryan Sabil. I'm from grade 11A. I'm in a commerce batch, and I've been in the school for 3 years now. And I've been a martial artist for maybe almost 10 years. I've been practicing martial arts for 8 years. So out of that, 7 years were in karate and 1 year from Muay Thai. Do any of you know what Muay Thai is? Okay, we see a couple of students.
There is a clip of yours that we can play.
Okay.
Shoaib, can you please play that? This was yesterday from his Muay Thai practice session. Ryan, I've just doubled your... I was asking Ryan, why is he not wearing the headgear? And he had a reason for that. He had an answer for that. And I was asking, look at the agility of that other, of his opponent. Well, Ryan had an answer for that as well. I'm sure he's going to explain that. That was just one practice session. Did he call it Concussion 101?
Okay, so what you guys saw here is a reel that I posted. So it's a clip, a bunch of clips, highlights from yesterday's sparring session. So yesterday wasn't actually sparring. Okay, basically, if you guys do not know what sparring is, it's basically just practice fighting. So the guy I'm fighting here, his name is Balaj. He's from Pakistan. He's a MMA fighter, and he has an experience of 5 years. And he has his nationals fight. He's fighting for gold on February 12th, I'm pretty sure. And I was just trying to keep him warm. I came after a long break. And then what I learned from this 1 year of Muay Thai is after you come back from a break, if you don't spar or if you don't get hit, then you won't get back in the mood. So then we just had a sparring session. I'm not wearing headgear because I wanted to practice my defense, and unless I get hit, I won't get, back into the game. And he's wearing headgear because he needed to practice his breathing. So usually in Muay Thai, you don't wear headgear, but if you want to stay safe, then you do. And this clip is boxing only, by the way, because Muay Thai is the art of 8 limbs. So usually in Muay Thai, it requires you to use your legs as well. It's mostly just kicks. And it's called art of the 8 limbs because you use your elbows and knees as well. So you have 2 hands, you got 2 elbows, you have 2 knees and 2 legs. So I can confidently say that Muay Thai is the most dynamic and most powerful sport in the world, especially because of the elbows and knees. I mean, it might sound all scary and like very deadly and everything, but it's not. Muay Thai is not just about the combat part. It teaches you so many important skills that you need in life. It teaches you about discipline. It teaches you how to be resilient. It teaches you how to be respectful. Like for example, in my gym, they teach you discipline is a part of their training. Like if I come late, they make me do 10 push-ups. Or if I go in, like if I have a practice fight with someone and it goes out of hand and if there's a brawl, then they make both of us do 100 push-ups. It's all about respect. That's what they teach us. Actually, ma'am, there's a student here. He's from my Muay Thai gym.
Who's that? Oh, I see. Stand, and what's your name? Idant. Okay. Which grade are you in, Idant? 6A. You're in grade 6.
Could I just give the mic to him? Okay, tell us about your experience. You go to my same gym, yeah? Tell us about what they teach you there.
It was pretty hard since I had to go against adults also. And yeah, me and my brother used to go with him.
Yeah. Like, what do they teach you? Like, tell us about the discipline. Like, how did they teach you? Was it harsh?
Yeah, it was very harsh, but I never did the push-ups since I came on time, and yeah, some people came late. They had to do 50 push-ups and that all.
So 50 push-ups only per practice session, yeah? Oh, if they are late, 50 push-ups. Okay, Ms. Venetia, you have another trick now, what to do if things don't fall into line.
Okay, so I'm not here to just talk about Muay Thai. This is a sport I practice because I personally like Muay Thai. I'm here to encourage all of you guys, because I know there's people out here that are passionate about sports, but you guys don't use it, You guys don't go forward with it. I want you guys to be more encouraged. I want you guys to involve yourselves in sports. Like, NMS is such an amazing school, to be honest. I've been to many schools. I've been to GMA, I've been to IHS, I've studied in IHS, and I can confidently tell that NMS is the school that provides you with all the opportunities. You get ample training, you get all the facilities you need. Like, for example, whether it be like the basketball court or the football field or the gym spaces, all of these, don't consider spaces, consider opportunities for you guys to discover. They're waiting to be explored. And I know there's people out there who you guys wanted to be in the school team, but you guys didn't make it. But don't let that discourage you. You know how much I had to try to convince Miss Rio to get me in the basketball school team? Like, see, I'm wearing my jacket right now. This is a Wasi ma'am, Wasi jacket, which thanks to ma'am we were able to receive. See, it says my name, and we went for the CBSE Nationals. So we represented UAE. So this is the level I reached because of how much hard work I did. I had to work so hard to get inside the team, run behind Rio ma'am. I had to do so much to get inside the team. So if you guys, maybe you guys got rejected or maybe you guys didn't get the chance, but don't let that stop you. You guys should still keep going. You should keep practicing. And I know there's people out there who consider PE sessions, it's just another subject, it's just another period, but please don't. It's coming from a person who thought the same thing as well. Like, I thought PE is just another subject, but then I realized how important PE is. PE helps you build character. It helps you to de-stress. Maybe if you put your mind to it, it can even help you achieve your academic goals. It helps build your resilience. This is why I think all of you should, be encouraged. You guys should involve yourselves in sports.
Thank you for that. Thank you, Ryan. That was truly inspiring. Thank you for taking time out and coming here this morning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You can get back. To answer Aradhana and Vasudev's question, boys and girls, you all have received this email about this trip to China, Xi'an city. How many of you read it? I don't know. But it's gone to your parents, right? It went yesterday. You did not get it? Venetia, can you just follow up with Shilpa? She was supposed to send it last evening. Anyways, this Xi'an city trip, the total cost of the trip is not more than 14,000 dirhams. But it involves 6 days, includes flights. 14,000 dirhams includes flights. It includes accommodation. You're staying at the Sheraton. It includes all 3 meals and transport. So have you seen the terracotta warriors? Is it in your social studies lessons? This terracotta warriors, you know, they're made of what? Clay, right? Or terracotta. That's why they call the terracotta warriors. And you have rows and rows. So that's the city, Xi'an. And it's going to be a complete cultural immersion. You know, now it's happening in April. So you finish off your exams. And then after that, it's in April. So please sign up. And, you know, now if you have to convince your parents that you want to go, then just need to prove to your parents, so what? You go on this trip and then so what? If you're able to convince them about the so what, 100% your parents will agree. So we have limited seats. So please sign up immediately when you get this. And all these are avenues of how it can build confidence. That's what it did to Aradhna. She was telling me about, you know, this international trip when she went to Vietnam. It's a round square service project. So round square trips will also come up. Service projects especially, you should sign up because they're all adding to your community outreach. And in this service project, she had students from New Zealand. And how, you know, she was, you know, initially she was scared. She thought like, okay, so multicultural, how am I going to fit in? But that's where I think NMS students make a mark. You're not hesitant. She wasn't hesitant. And she had such a fantastic experience with them, didn't you, Aradhna? You want to share that bit?
Yeah. So I think one major difference with the people at Round Square and generally when you enter an international community is the amount of support. Like, scared, but take a mile. And for example, volleyball flows through my veins and I really love playing it, but I didn't know how to serve. So they taught me. They took their time. And even though I failed once, twice, thrice, on the third round I came once again. Even though I failed again and again, when I did succeed, they cheered. The jeering, the cheering, the incredible amount of support you get for finally succeeding makes that struggle worth it. It's genuinely the most supportive community. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I would like to add on to like Aradhana's point of support. Yeah, I would like to add my own experience to this as well. When I was working at the dam site, I thought I was going to be weak and I wasn't going to be able to do it. But with the group's cheers and they were like, "Go Vasudev, go Vasudev," I was able to unlock my full strength and potential, and I was able to contribute to the group's work.
Nice. When you said, you know, when I was walking near the dam site, it's like not the dam site, you know, the dam site. You know what I mean? Is a pun. Not when I was walking the dam site. The site where the dam was being built. That's what he meant.
Yeah. So, but especially why I recommend service projects is that you can see yourself increase in power, strength, determination, all that over the span of 2 weeks. Because I started very weak, let's be honest. I started very weak, even though I've been training in the gym for like a year. But then over the 2 weeks, the amount of strength I gained, the resilience, the amount of like passion I gained for the project. So we worked in the dam side. We set up an entire dam to support the villagers. And in Round Square especially, the kind of projects you do actually help the communities. And you get to see that impact, right? They're not just going into a place and saying, oh, we know what will work. They work with that place for like months on end to find something that will actually help. So we worked on dam sites and we set up solar lights. And we set up about 200 solar lights. And just the experience of coming back on the last day and you're having your farewell party and it's night and you see all those solar lights light up and you just know everyone's going to be a bit more safer for it. It's like an unforgettable experience.
Thank you, Aradhna. And she has donated her hair after she came back. She's been growing it for more than a year or 2 years. And what is the length of your hair which you donated?
It was about 30 centimeters, I think.
30 centimeters in December, right? When did you donate it?
Yeah. So I donated it in somewhere right after I came back. So 25th, I think.
On Christmas Day?
Yeah.
And to who did you donate?
I donated to the Zukhela Hospital Oncology Department. So they turn it into wigs for cancer patients and stuff. And I just really wanted to make my mark. So that's what I decided
Yeah,
to.
that's what she gave up. That 30 centimeters of her beautiful, lustrous hair. So very well done, Aradhna and Vasudev. Thank you for coming and inspiring us this morning. Thank you. Thank you. So you can get going.
Thank you.
Boys and girls, so you have an amazing opportunity, and these opportunities keep coming, like Ryan said. Make the most of it. I'd like the grade 6 to stay back. Grade 7, quiet. Now listen to the instructions and then get up. I said listen to the instructions and then stand. Very quietly, row by row. I don't want to hear one single creak of that chair. Grade 6, continue to sit. The teachers who I had asked to meet, please come forward. Grade 7, go back and you will sing your school song in your class. To the grade 6s who are here and to the teachers who are here, what did you think about the drama showcase yesterday? What did some of your parents were here, right? What did they say? Yes, one sec. Whose hands up? Yes. Yeah? They were happy to see the effort. What your mother came, I saw your brother also was waiting here so sweetly. Yes. Yes, Isa? Boys and girls who are leaving, absolutely silently. Can I have the teachers come forward so you can hear what they're saying? I had asked for Ms. Rian also to stay on. Please come forward. And is Shama here? Where is Shama? Please come forward, teachers. Come here, stand with me. Stand next to me on this side so everyone can see you. Is all the grade 6 homeroom teachers here? Miss Shaista is not here. And Miss Rian? Okay. Isa? Yes. I can again hear the grade 7s. Please. Behave. I'm in a discussion and I don't want to take more time. Yes, Isa. Your mother and sister said it was great, but a lot more could be improvised. Yeah, I get that. Yes. Siddharth? They watched it online. What did they say? What is their opinion? Though it didn't come out as well, they were proud of the effort, yes.